ARL1. We're under the lights in what looks to be a thrilling race. We've got 14 drivers tonight, which will be fantastic to see. Should be some good fast racing. So, qualifying about to start. From last week, Pete Crichton to give him 26. Second was Pure Gold, who had a fantastic race. So it'll be interesting to see if Pete can do the back-to-back that Lewis Hamilton has been able to do so long, as we've got Dan the Racer coming out, a few of the guys coming out to start their lap. Dan's on the soft tyre. It's going to be very interesting to see how this race pans out. A very high tide dead circuit, so no doubt it'll probably be a two-stop strategy for most of the drivers. But it will be a great race, no doubt. So don't forget, last night we had the first race of ARL2, which is on the channel as well. That was a fantastic race. Unfortunately, I missed it due to some commitments. And if anybody can, if everybody could go and follow Lockie's Legacy on Facebook, I'll try and get it in the description. It's a fantastic cause. For those of you that don't know, I lost my best mate, one of my best mates, Lockie, last year to a freak accident on the football field. It is 12 months since he unfortunately left us, though he's always missed so dearly. So if you can go and give Lockie's Legacy a mention, and or if you could go and even donate to Lockie's Legacy. We're doing fantastic things in the community. So Dan starts his lap. Be fairly quiet, I dare say, during the first half of this session. All the action will be in the last 7 or so minutes, but Dan's looking fantastic at the moment. He does a 28.8 for the first sector. On the run down into the tough double left. The slow double left at Bahrain. Gets a fantastic exit. He looks good though. Looks on track to get a decent time. So what time does he set for provisional pole? It is a 1 minute 30.3. Have a look at a few other drivers. Look at Dan coming down now. As Wafer does a 128.2. Q-tip as well. We have British driver. Darren does a 129 on hards, which is a great time, and 40 does a 129.5 as well. Seeing how quick these hard tyres are. Footy does a 128 or 128.8 on the soft compound tyre. Q-tip does a 129 on the mediums there. It's interesting to see a few of the hard compound runners up there. Pete just does a 129.8. Don't know what happened to Stuart there. He obviously come off. He did a 146 on the hard compound tyre. Let's go and follow Wogboy for a minute and see. He's on his first out lap on the hard compound tyre. It's 28.2 so far, so there or thereabouts. Just a little bit below what's needed, but obviously the guys up the top are on the soft compound tyre, so they're obviously going to start on the soft compound tyre tonight, which is fair. It is such a high tire deg circuit. They can get off to a good start, get some track position, and then just work themselves into the race. So what can Wogboy produce as he comes into the final sector? A 106.7 as he comes past sector 2. As he comes across the finish line, what time does he do? It's a 128.7, so it's the second fastest on the hard tyre so far. That's a fantastic time by Wogboy on the hard compound tyre. Scar will be very close to starting his out lap, I would suggest, as he does a 129 on the first lap. You won't be overly excited about that, but Chevron is in sector 2 here on the medium compound tyre. Wave has gone out on the mediums, try and see if he can't better his time. What time can Chevron do? Well, he's on 3 laps on his hard tyres. His best time of 129.1. Goes a little bit wide to Chevron. Out of the penultimate corner. Don't think this time's going to stack up too well, but we'll see how it goes. It's a 129.2, so it's the 5th fastest time on the medium compound, so he's a second slower. Stuart McKenzie does a 129.1 on his 3rd lap on the hard tyres. Dan's out on the soft tyres. Someone's parked it. JP's parked it in turn 1. It's going to follow our pole sitter at the moment. Wait for him and see if he can better his time. He comes into the last corner on the accelerator quick, and he starts his run up the long start straight that we have here at Bahrain. That broadcast screen wasn't too crash hot from Codemasters, but that's okay as he's got an okay start so far. So you have yellows in sector 2. Could hold him up. To 128, so he's 500 down on his time on the soft tyres. He's that double left, the tough double left. It's a good exit. Back straight. Here he goes. Does waver. What time does he get through sector 2? A 1.6, so 3 attempts down. Last corner he comes in now, a bit wide. Very wide in fact. He will not better his time, he goes into the pits. Q-Tip's a second up on his time. See how he finishes here in the Toro Rosso, good exit. Q-Tip has provisional pole. A 127.9 in the 127s he is. So that's a fantastic time. As we see 40 start his first flying lap on the soft compound tyre. There's his first sector. He's almost 2 attempts up through sector 1. Can he continue this to keep this continuing? In through the fast section, down into the double left he goes. The tough double left, that is Bahrain, notorious for crutches here. It's going to be carnage come race time. Welcome to the 7 viewers that have joined us in here for ARL 1. As footy comes near the sector 2 line, how's he travelling? He's 5 attempts up. It's a good time he's going to here. 5 attempts, if he can pull it up, he will almost join the 127 club with Q-Tip. 5 minutes, just over 5 minutes to go in this session. There's he go. Looks like a 128.4, so betters his time by 4 tenths of a second there. It's a good time. Pete's out on the medium compound tyre, going to try and better his time. How's he going through sector 1? Sector 1 he's 2 tenths up. Sector 2 is where he had the crash on the hard compound tyre earlier on. But he did have a 129 at the moment, sitting in 9th position. Let's see how he goes through this double left, the notorious double left here at Bahrain. Fantastic. Let us know in the comments who you think your choice is for the win in Germany this weekend of the F1s. As Pete comes into the 2 line, what's his time like? He's 8, almost 9 tenths up on his time. That'll put him into the low 128s on the medium compound tyre. Logboy, a 128.7 on hard compound is fantastic time. As Pete crosses the line, our winner from last week. He goes into P2 on the medium compound tyre with a 128.13. We will enjoy that. Dan just did a 128.8 in his first run. So inside 4 minutes to go. This is where all the action will start. They'll all start to come out. Wavers in the pits. 40's out now. He's 9 tenths up on his time. This will put him also inside the low 128s. If he continues to go the way he goes. How does he go? A 127.7, and that's provisional pole, boy. 1.5 tenths. 1.5 tenths. That was fantastic by 40. This is where the action will start to kick in now. How's Pete going? Is he going to better his time? Probably not by the looks of that. Dan's 3 attempts up on his time. And Dan does a 128.56. Puts him in 6th position on the grid so far. Chevron's on a flying lap on the soft compound tyre. See if he can better his time. Three attempts up through sector 1. 2 minutes to go in this session. Through the double left, here he goes. As you can see, the track's starting to rubber in a bit more, the times are getting a bit quicker. How's he tracking as he comes into the end of sector 2? 1 second up, that will put him near the top of the ladder when it comes to qualifying pace. Almost finished his. Here he comes. It's a 127.794. Just misses out on pole position in this Bahrain Grand Prix. He's unlucky there. Q-tips quick. He's got to try and find 2 tenths of a second. 40's retired, so he's happy with his lap. Or he's binned it. He's probably binned it, knowing 40 trying to go a bit too fast. Well done to him though. So far he is top of the charts. Provisional pole with 30 seconds to go. Let's see how Q-Tip goes. The British driver in the Toro Rosso. A little bit of lag. Q-Tip's retired, so he's happy with his time. Well, boy goes into 3rd. And Cheeseburger 128. It's close. There's 3 seconds between all our drivers. Less than 3 seconds, just over 2 seconds between all our drivers from 1st to 14th. Can down the race, so go faster he can. He goes a 129. That puts him in the 10. Scars slow, he's going to be 14th. JP's not going to better his time. Stuart McKenzie's 4 tenths up through the final sector. Everyone's driving slower. Woodboy's in 5th. He's up on his time. Cheeseburger's 3 seconds up. He won't better his time. Stuart McKenzie's a 1.5 up as he comes into the last sector. Can anyone knock 40 off his perch? McKenzie will go close. And he does it, he goes into pole position, a 127.445. Fantastic lap by Stuart McKenzie. And you would have to say that he's got pole position sewn up unless Chevron's out. There's only one more, being JP, but he's into the pit. So our pole positioner will be Stuart McKenzie with a fantastic time of 127.445. Second on the grid will be 40 with 127.774. Second row of the grid is Chevron with a 127.795, and a 40. There's only about 300ths of a second between these two. We have a 127.819 for 40, and then Waver and Wogboy on the third row of the grid. Q-Tip and Cheeseburger to the fourth row. Chevron, Pete and Dan on the fifth row of the grid. But that's a fantastic drive by our pole sitter, Stuart McKenzie, and he'll take the bonus point for the fastest lap in qualifying. The sixth row of the grid will be Dan the Racer and Darren 11. Darren qualified on the hard tyre, trying to see if he could get a good start. And JP and Scar will start at the back of the grid. 2.4 seconds between first and 14th is fantastic racing. Don't expect that to be Scar come race time. Expect him to be a lot more faster. He's got a very pacey race car, he does. Waiting for the drivers to get ready. They'll go and do their formation lap. There's 6 people watching at the moment. Thank you to those 6 people. There's the grid. They'll go off on their formation lap. Interesting race, 29 laps of this Bahrain circuit. In the desert of Bahrain, that is. Will it be the Williams of Stuart McKenzie that will come out on top, or will somebody else challenge him for the win? We'll be all wait and see over the next 45 or so minutes of this Grand Prix. I'm pretty sure it's fairly dry for the whole race. Wouldn't expect too much rain in the desert. Be interested to see how drivers go tonight. So the top 5 will start on the soft compound tyre. Wog will be on the medium, along with Cheeseburger and Pete inside the top 10. Q-Tip and Hold Me Up Dan will also be on the soft tyre. It's going to be interesting to see how they go. How will Dan the Racer go on the hard compound tyre? So come race time as they set up on the grid and get ready to go racing. It's the Williams 1-2 at the moment. Fantastic qualifying by them as we set up on the grid. Let's get ready to go racing. Just wait for them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights. And away we go. Stuart McKenzie didn't get a fantastic start. He got Jump Boy's teammate. Chevron's had a brilliant start of this race. So McKenzie's had a shocking start down to 5th. Chevron's up in the lead through turn 1. Not much carnage so far. Looks quite good. Everyone's gotten through, which is fantastic to see. Chevron's taking the lead of this Grand Prix. He had a fantastic start. 42nd. Hopefully we can see some good little battles tonight with our races as they go through pretty well, single file. At the moment, Stuart's gotten up back up into 4th position. Wogboy and just overtaken Darren after his poor start. Dan the Races had a poor start too. Thought he was off the track there, he must have ran wide. We'll have a look at that in the race. They're 3 wide going in here. 3 does not go in well when cornering these F1 cars. Stuart's up into 3rd. 40 goes wide there. 3. Good start of this race though. No one's crashed out, which is a fantastic result. Chevron's got a lead of 1.7 seconds already. He has raced out in front on the soft compound tyres. There is the top 6. Oh, sorry, the top 6 are all soft runners so far. And that's 1 lap gone in the Grand Prix. It's all about keeping control of the car. As we go and have a look at Stuart, our pole sitter, he's starting to get into a rhythm here. Hey, it looks good. Footy's fine. Good little battle between Darren and Q-Tip there. Darren's still in 6th place at the moment. Wogboy just keeping it level at the moment, which is fantastic. Pete's back there. Hold up Dan. Then it's back to Jace P. Cheeseburger. Scars there. And then down the races last at all, but not by all means. Least, last but not least. Chevron 1.6 seconds in front, just going in. So 40's footing on the attack. DRS will be activated at the end of this lap. I'm hearing from race control. DRS activated at the end of this lap. Cheeseburger and JP go well there in a battle. Darren's had a fantastic start. Darren's up 7 positions so far. He's got a Footy's got a Scar's got a 5-second penalty already for his excessive 40 does a 132. So he's chasing after DRS is activated. So Stuart McKenzie will have DRS, 2 DRS zones at Bahrain. Fantastic race so far. I'll try and get the race podium in for a chat after the race tonight. Good little battles going on at the moment. Stuart needs to just try and keep in touch with his teammate here. Have DRS opened up. Waver's got to open up as well. 3-second penalty for Footy for multiple warnings. So he hasn't had a great start to this race. The drivers through qualifying, but he's down in 9th position. You can't see Chevron here. Doing a fantastic job. Ah, look at that go. Been fairly tame race so far. Nothing too bad has occurred. Let's go look through the back markers there. Cheeseburger's just running a consistent race. Scar, JP's got a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. JP's is retired, so that's unfortunate. We're down to 13 races. The moment it's tied up top. There's only 2 seconds between the top 4 drivers. There's a good battle going on now. The tyres are starting to wear. There's a yellow flags down the race has come off. Let's have a look here. Chevron 40. Stuart McKenzie the way. Gaming waiver. See how they go down onto this penultimate straight. Good little battles going on here. They're all going to have DRS on Chevron, so I'm expecting someone to pull for gut daring move into the penultimate corner. DRS is open as waiver goes at 1:31.8. Fastest lap so far. 40 decides not to have a crack down the inside of Chevron. Fantastic racing so far. 5 laps in to this Grand Prix. Let's see how we go. Doing well here so far. Our top leaders they'll have to come in soon though for a new set of tyres. 40's got a chance of having a crack here. As Q-Tips spinned it in sector 2. Let's go and have a look. At 40, Q-Tips retired, so he's out of the race. Look at that, fantastic racing by our drivers. Can 40 have a crack on this lap now? Even Darren's coming into the pitch and there very slowly. Not quite in DRS zone so at the moment, but the top 4 are having a fantastic battle. As 40 goes wide, so it's Stuart McKenzie that will go, which that helps Chevron. Let's have a look at Gaming, try and have a crack on the inside of Stuart McKenzie and 40. Does he take? He goes in, takes them both. That's a fantastic move. Can he pull it off on the outside? He does. And it's the Hass's 1-2 at the moment. The one winner out of this has been Chevron. He's had a cracking run here with the others battling. Darren comes into the picture, so it's a fantastic racing so far. 6 laps into the race. Stewie goes sideways around that. Let's have a look. Even Darren has joined the party as well. The RS Open. Does Stewart have a crack? He doesn't, he tucks in behind. He'll have a look down. Evan Wavers in DRS zone, which is good. Oh no, Chevron spun out! Chevron has spun out! The leader has crashed! He's got a lot of damage too. Oh, that was close with Vlogboy too. So our leader has crashed out of. Got a lot of damage there too to the front of that Haas Racing team car. Waver trying to break the slipstream. 40's into the pits. Let's see. Stewart's on the outside. Doesn't quite get the move done. 40 in the pit lane so far. So our top soft runners are starting to pit. Puts the medium tyre on. Have a look at this. There's a great battle going on for first and second at the moment. They'll be pitting this lap, no doubt. That was a massive moment by our race leader, Chevron, coming into the penultimate corner. Pinned it. Let's see how his race goes in the medium compound setup. Fantastic battle. The top three at the moment. Darren in third. Stuart McKenzie and Waver having a fantastic battle here at the moment. They are. Well, boy in fourth. Cheeseburger in fifth. 40's just pitted. He's in sixth. There you go. Stuart McKenzie gets a time penalty for multiple warnings. So he's pushing the limits a bit too hard. Is Stuart McKenzie as he dives on the inside of the way. Hampers him a little bit there too. There'll be questions made about that. Waver's in, so Stuart's going for the extra run here. Can Darren get him on the run? No, he doesn't have a crack. One boy's up into third. How long can he take these medium tyres? Cheeseburger in fourth. Fantastic racing so far. And a great. Yeah, still going. Darren doesn't get a good exit there. Well, boy's in third at the moment. He's on the medium compound tyre. He'll try and push them as far as he can. In third. I dare say Stuart and Darren will be in this lap anyway. The last of our soft runners. Great racing so far. In the top. They're doing a fantastic job. There's Wogboy, our leader. On the medium compound tyre. How's this going to go? Can Darren get a good exit? The other question is, will Darren try and stay out and do an extra lap? Try the overcut. He does, he tries the overcut, so Darren's in the lead. Well, boy up into second. Cheeseburger will be in third in a minute. Been a fantastic race, which is good to see. The tyre's starting to go for Darren now. He's starting to get all over the track, losing a fair bit of traction. The Chevron does a 1:31.397, fastest lap so far of the race. Back there in seventh. Stuart's put the hard tyres on, so he's going to try and push to the end. Excuse me. How far will these medium tyres go? That is the question that is on the lips of Wogboy and Cheeseburger at the moment. Can they potentially do a two-stop strategy and go into the hard compound tyre? Oh, we'll wait and see. But at the moment, it's Darren in first, Wog in second, Cheeseburger in third, 40 in fourth. He's had a pit stop already, same as Waver in fifth, Stuart McKenzie in sixth, Chevron in seventh, Pete Crichton in eighth, 40 in ninth. Darren's gone out for lap 9. He's going to push these tyres as far as he can go. So he will definitely try the one-stop strategy. On the soft compound tyre. Starting to lose time to Wogboy though. Waver's just done a 1:31.156. Let's have a look at Cheeseburger here. Waver's going up into fourth. There's a good little battle going on between him and 40 at the moment. .40 will have DRS come on in a minute, which will be great to see. Stuart McKenzie doing great himself. Chevron as well. Let's go and have a look at this battle between 40 and... Oh no, 40 gets a bad exit. Unlucky on himself there.